Thank you for clicking on this video. Be sure to support the channel by becoming a patron and by joining my Discord. The link for both will be in the description down below. Well, the coronavirus has everyone locked indoors, so why don't we catch up on some reading, shall we? After all, we got a lot of ground to cover. And I mean a lot of ground to cover. Hello everyone, it's Tyrant and welcome back to another Black Clover chapter review. Oh boy, it's been way too long since I've done one of these. I'm like, I don't know, what, 10? Maybe 15 chapters behind on this? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, I've been busy. And I wanted to do this in February, but things came up. In fact, a lot of things came up to make it so much of my schedule has been out of whack. First I had to renew my lease, then some financial issues came up, then my pet lizard died, so I had to do stuff about him, bury his body, give some time to mourn. But I'm back, and I'm ready to do some videos. So, since the virus has everyone running scared, for legitimate reasons, but come on guys, let's just take a step back and calm down. As long as you're careful, you won't get sick. Anyway, I wanted to get back on track and get back to making videos. Give us some stuff to do while we're in quarantine. Anyway, before I keep rambling on a tangent, let's start talking Black Clover. Last we left off, Asta and the rest of his friends and team were trying to do something in the Heart Kingdom. What they essentially did was they made a deal with the Queen of the Heart Kingdom that they would train with them for 6 months to prepare to fight against the Spade Kingdom. And the result is, wow, Asta got ripped. I mean, look at him. He's turning into frickin' Captain Yami. I mean, seriously, look at him. He's even wearing his robe in the same way. Okay, anyway, 6 months have passed, and the Spade Kingdom have almost completely wiped out the Diamond Kingdom, and is on the march to take over the kingdoms of Clover and Heart, with little no signs of stopping. Luckily, for the Heart Kingdom, they have people like Asta, who apparently has a lot more control over his demon power now, to try and stop the Spade Kingdom wherever he can. And not just Asta, also other people from Clover Kingdom like Noelle, Mimosa, and even apparently Leo. So not only are the Golden Dawn helping out the Black Bulls now, but apparently the Crimson Lion Kings as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, out of all the other Magic Knight squads, the Crimson Lion Kings are the ones that are more friendly to the Black Bulls other than the Golden Dawn. Which does beg the question, who else is going to be involved in this war? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I can't really say much happens in chapters 229 through 231, it's mostly just Asta and company fighting the Diamond Kingdom. Too much success, mind you, but it's nothing that we haven't seen before in other fights, other than maybe one power from Asta that just happens not quite off panel, but not exactly seen until later in the chapters. But yeah, it's definitely seen that the Black Bulls and their allies are stronger, at least. Although I do have to question the validity or the reason for this panel here. I mean, seriously, lady. Asta's 16 to 17 years old. Cover the fuck up. One thing that we do learn of in chapter 231 is that the Spade Kingdom is being led by a group known as the Dark Triad. The individuals of said triad are named Dante, Vanica, and Xenon. And yes, they are indeed siblings, apparently. Why are they doing this? Well, it hasn't been too clear about their motives, but they are definitely in cahoots with the demons. Or at least, that's what is apparent in the scene that unfolds. Now, Chapter 232 is weird. It opens with Asta and company being briefed on their next mission after essentially their assault on the Spade Kingdom, and they're told to do pretty much the same thing what they've been doing. To continue the attack on the Spade Kingdom and to expand the borders of their allies. But before that could happen, they're told that Charmy is going on an eating rampage and Asta goes over to try and stop them, and yeah, this is kind of where one of the more ridiculous powers start to show up. I mean, it's cool that Asta can fly now, but it's still kind of silly how he does it. I mean, look at him. He's essentially surfing in the air than he is really flying. But then again, you could also say the same thing about Yuno. And what's everyone else doing? Well, the girls are partaking in what I like to call fan service, which is exactly what it is, and everyone else is just kind of chilling out. And the chapter ends with Yuno, who is all the way back in Spade Kingdom, who is now also the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, getting an urgent message all the way back in Hajj Village. Now, Asta dealing with Charmy goes about as well as you think it does. Now, he does have Rill to help him, but still, the result is the same. He and the Aqua Deer captain help take down Charmy and take her back to base. So, at least now we also know that the Aqua Deer are helping out the Black Bulls in their endeavors. So at this point, I think it's safe to say that all the Magic Knights are going to be getting involved sooner or later. It's just a matter of time to see which ones show up where. Meanwhile, Yuno arrives in Hajj Village to meet up with a stranger that essentially summoned him there. And this is a character that we've seen back in Chapter 231, but never really got his name. All that we do know is that he knows Yuno somehow. And what follows up is both a shocker and also not all that surprising either. As it turns out, Yuno is a prince. And not just any prince. He is next in line for the Spade Kingdom throne. Oh boy. You know, at first it was kind of shocking, but the more you really think about it, the more it kind of also makes sense. I mean, Asta is also kind of unknown, and Yuno's origins have also been a bit of a mystery. And the reason why his powers are so powerful are also an enigma. So, all this kind of clicks into place. He's just from somewhere else, and he's a royal. Which kind of explains everything for Yuno now. Although some people were also kind of very disappointed that now that they found out that Yuno is a royal, that it kind of goes back on the message that you have to be from a royal family in order to be strong. And to those people I say, is Asta really that much of a joke to you? I mean, shit, he is the main character, and he is the one without magic, and do I really need to remind you that he is now able to fly? I mean, starting out, Asta couldn't even fly a broom, and now he's flying around as if he owns the sky. So I think Yuno being a royal isn't really that bad. It's just gonna take some time to really get used to. Chapter 234 is mostly just a huge info dump, giving us essentially Yuno's origin. But that's not a bad thing. We do get to see Yuno's parents, and also learn their names. They are Lady Lois and Lord Ciel. And apparently the stranger's name is Lloyd. He apparently served Yuno's family for generations. The reason why he was abandoned at the church? Well, the Dark Triad saw the royal family as a threat. They decided to throw a coup, and they tried to get Yuno, the next heir to the throne, as far away from them as possible. And eventually they left the kingdom, came all the way to Clover Kingdom, found the village of Hodge, and the rest is history. I mean, it's a great origin story and all, but at the same time I kinda wanna know where Asta came from. Maybe in the future we'll learn. But right now, Black Clover is still in its pretty early stages, as far as we understand. So, let's just move on. And just hope that we get to see more about people's backstories in the future. And believe me, we will. Anyway, the chapter ends with Yuno getting an urgent message about the Golden Dawn being attacked by the Dark Triad. And they're after the Magic Stone for reasons. So, yep. They are going to have to be in for a hell of a fight. And that's essentially what the next few chapters are. So, for the next 4 chapters, the Golden Dawn square off against the Dark Triad. Or at least one of their enforcers and their underlings. And do they fare very well? Oh, no. They get their ass handed to them. They get curb stomped. Brutally so. And it's all because of their leader, Xenon. Or Zeno, how they call him. I don't know why the names are different. Don't ask me that. But, regardless, they are no match for these Spade Kingdom soldiers. There's a reason why Luck did not want to fight this man. And yeah, now that's kind of apparent here. So, apparently, this man, Zeno, or Xenon, whatever his name is, has the power of bone magic. So, you can think of him as the Kimimaru of the Black Clover series. And not only that, he can also use black form. Yeah, he has a demon. So he has Asta's power. Not anti-magic, mind you, but yeah, a black form, and it's kind of terrifying. And that's probably also part of the reason why the Golden Dawn doesn't do so well here. In fact, in another chapter, the next one even, they nearly all die. We see Belle, or Sylph, well, however you want to call her, start to slowly fade away, bawling and begging not to leave Yuno's side. She does not want to leave him. Thankfully, William Vengeance uses his magic to try and heal everybody. Though, whether or not this works is yet to be seen. I mean, it's definitely keeping them all alive, but who really knows what's going to happen next? The next few chapters is an all-out assault from the rest of the Dark Triad, with Vanica, or Vanessa, or however you pronounce her name, attacking Noelle, Mimosa, and the Queen of the Heart Kingdom, and whoever is left of their forces. And her demon is none other than Magicula himself. Yeah. Noelle, Mimosa, the Queen of Heart Kingdom, along with Charmy, because she's there too apparently, all need to take down the whole reason why they are here. It's gonna be one hell of a battle once that part of the story gets written. Oh boy, I am looking forward to that. Dante, on the other hand, attacks Asta, Finral, and everyone else at the Black Bull's hideout. And much like his other siblings, yes, he does have a black form too. So, they're not quite as fucked as the Golden Dawn and the squad that's currently at Heart Kingdom. They actually do hold him off pretty well, but they're still struggling. I will say though, I am a big fan of the evolution of Asta's black form, becoming more bestial and draconic and demonic and all that. Oh, it just looks so cool. I really hope they evolve more on this or develop this further, because I'm curious about. I want to know more. I just do, alright? Later on, though, we actually see Ghosh get struck down, and for some strange reason, we get to see the backstory of Gray. I mean, it's great and all, but it's Cinderella. It's just Cinderella. Straight up Cinderella. Evil mom, evil stepsisters, yada yada. Although, to its credit, instead of meeting Yami after she ran away, she actually meets up with Ghosh for some strange reason. But this one encounter apparently inspired her inspired her to join the Magic Knights, and now she's doing everything she can to protect Ghosh, keep him alive, and from here on out, the Black Bulls managed to hold off Dante just long enough for Finral to go get Captain Yami. And from what it seems, the fight between him and Yami goes about as the way you would think, with Yami really cutting into Dante, no pun intended. Though, did he actually kill him? I don't know. This is actually the most recent chapter, and it just kind of leaves it on a cliffhanger here. And I don't think we'll be able to get the answer to that until a few more weeks, because we gotta remember that the coronavirus is kind of getting in the way of everything. But for what it's worth, we do have quite the story to read through. And what we've seen so far is one whirlwind of a ride. I mean, I liked reading through all these chapters, and I look forward to the next ones. Seeing Asta transform even further into a demon is interesting, and to see Yuno's backstory makes me hopeful to see that maybe one day we'll also get to learn about Asta's origins. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and hit that bell icon to keep up with all notifications. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get ready for April. I'll see you all next time.